When love, loyalty, and ego collide under the glare of social media, it's never a quiet affair. But what's unfolding right now between Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields isn't just your average celebrity drama. This is a headline-hijacking, timeline-dominating, loyalty-testing saga that has the internet completely glued. From shady Instagram lives to in-person confrontations, what started as a whisper of tension has spiraled into a full-blown spectacle, playing out in real time for millions to see. And the most shocking part, this may only be the beginning. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose were seen as the hip-hop fairy tale, proof that true love could survive prison, fame, and everything in between. Papoose famously held down Remy while she served a 6-year prison sentence, never wavering, never stepping out, and always praising her publicly. In an industry where loyalty is often short-lived, they became symbols of ride-or-die devotion. Interviews, award shows, music collaborations, their love was broadcast as a shining example. But fairy tales, as we know, often hide cracks beneath the surface. And now, those cracks are showing, wide and unfiltered. It all came crashing into the public eye during a recent Instagram Live. Remy, ever the fierce and unapologetic woman she is, was on camera mid-glam session. The vibe was casual, laughter in the background, makeup brushes fluttering, stylists chatting. But then, with the kind of effortless sharpness that cuts deepest, she looked directly into the camera and dropped a line that would ignite an internet firestorm. Some men think loyalty is enough. The sentence seemed off the cuff, but there was a weight behind it. A chill. And before viewers could even catch their breath, she followed it up with, "If that's all you're bringing to the table, you might as well go build another one." The comments exploded. Her team tried to laugh it off, but the damage was done. It didn't take a detective to connect the dots. The only man Remy's publicly tied to is Papoose, the man who built his entire public identity around being her protector, her partner, her unwavering supporter. When a fan directly asked, "Are you talking about Pap?" Remy gave the internet its next viral moment. She smirked, held up 2 fingers barely an inch apart, and said, "If you know, you know." And just like that, the love story crumbled in front of millions. The moment spread like wildfire. Screenshots, zoom-ins, TikTok reenactments, commentaries. Everyone had something to say, and most of it wasn't kind. Because this wasn't just drama, this felt personal. Fans felt betrayed on Papoose's behalf. After all the years of patience, praise, and public displays of love, this was his reward. A smirk and a vague diss on Instagram Live. But while the world was still processing that moment, someone else had already reached her limit. Claressa Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated world champion boxer, decided enough was enough. Claressa has never been one to shy away from conflict, and in recent months, she's been more and more vocal about her admiration. Some might even say affection, for Papoose. Comments, retweets, likes, little moments that suggested their connection might go deeper than friendship. Still, most dismissed it as mutual respect, until now. Within hours of Remy's IG Live making the rounds, Claressa showed up, not online, not in the comments, in person. According to insiders and eyewitnesses, she pulled up to the set where Remy was filming later that same day. No glam, no crew, no announcement. She wasn't there to play. She wasn't there to perform. She came with one intention: to defend the man she clearly believes has been disrespected. What happened next has been whispered about across Twitter threads and T-pages, but multiple sources confirm the core moment. Claressa entered the space, confronted Remy directly, and said, with unwavering eye contact, "You don't deserve a man like him." Those words hit the air like a slap. Everything froze. Security moved in. Tension thickened. Remy reportedly didn't say much. Her team stepped in quickly, separating the women before anything could escalate. But the energy in that room was undeniable, raw, unfiltered, and dripping with resentment. What drove Claressa to confront Remy face-to-face? Was it personal loyalty? Was it romantic interest? Was it the frustration of watching someone like Papoose, a man so many hold in high regard, be minimized and mocked in front of the world? We don't know exactly, but we do know this. Claressa wasn't afraid to put herself on the line to say what many were thinking. And her boldness has ignited its own wave of opinions, with fans either calling her courageous or claiming she crossed a line. Meanwhile, Papoose has said nothing. No tweets, no interviews, no music drops, just silence. The man once known for his loud, unwavering devotion is now completely quiet. And maybe that silence says more than words ever could. Maybe it's exhaustion. Maybe it's heartbreak. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the calm before his own storm. Remy, for her part, has made no apologies, no clarification. In true Remy fashion, she's standing tall, as if daring anyone to challenge her position. But the public perception has shifted. Fans who once idolized her strength are now questioning her judgment. They're wondering what happens when loyalty is returned with humiliation. They're asking if Remy has outgrown the very man who helped build her comeback. Or worse, if she's simply lost respect for him altogether. This saga has become more than a celebrity scandal. It's become a cultural moment. A conversation about love, loyalty, gender roles, and public image. It's about how Black love is celebrated and how quickly it can be dismantled. It's about how we elevate certain couples to iconic status only to watch them fall under the weight of ego, performance, and pride. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. What role does Claressa truly play in all this? Is she simply a friend stepping in to speak the truth? Or is this the beginning of a very public shift in Papoose's personal life? One thing is certain, her presence isn't going away. She's made it clear that she's willing to defend what she believes in, and that includes Papoose. It's also worth noting how this all speaks to the larger dynamics of celebrity relationships and the pressure of constantly being watched. Relationships, even the strongest ones, can bend and break under the spotlight. And when your every move is dissected by millions, it becomes even harder to navigate the private struggles that all couples face. In many ways, Remy and Papoose stopped being just a couple a long time ago. They became a brand. And brands can't bleed, but people do. Social media plays an undeniable role in how this drama is unfolding. Gone are the days when celebrity fights and fallouts happened behind closed doors. Today, Instagram lives, stories, and tweets become the courtroom, and the public becomes the jury. We're not just watching, we're participating. We're dissecting every word, every pause, every look. We turn into armchair psychologists and relationship experts, analyzing 2-second clips like they hold the key to truth. In this environment, privacy doesn't just get violated, it evaporates. And then there's the added layer of what this means for Black women in media. Remy has long stood as a symbol of toughness, of resilience, of survival. But as she continues to push forward with her unapologetic stance, it raises questions about vulnerability and the cost of never backing down. Is there room for softness in a world that only rewards strength? Claressa, on the other hand, shows a different kind of power. Direct, protective, maybe even romantic. Her actions challenge the narrative, showing that strength can also mean standing up for someone else's dignity. The situation also opens a conversation about masculinity. Papoose, for all his loyalty and patience, has chosen silence. Is that silence his form of protection? Is it dignity, or is it a quiet heartbreak? Many men in his position might lash out, clap back, or speak up for validation. But Pap has always been cut from a different cloth, calculated, composed, quiet. His lack of response speaks volumes, and in some ways, it's the loudest part of this story. There's also the financial and professional implications. Remy and Pap have collaborated musically and publicly. What happens to their shared ventures now? What about upcoming appearances, brand deals? For celebrities, the personal is always professional. And when their brand is their bond, a fracture like this doesn't just break hearts, it can break contracts. The fans are watching closely. And with Claressa's bold move, many are wondering, is this the beginning of a new relationship narrative for Papoose? Or was it a one-time defense of a friend she cares deeply about? One thing is clear, the story isn't cooling off, it's catching fire.